Hello, my name is Ben, aka Nightingale TCG, and today we are back with another UP Sanji video. I'm gonna scroll immediately to show you guys that there's a gravity blade here. Okay, the deck builder cuts it off, but I'm not missing it. And one of my viewers has suggested underneath my purple Dofi video to try Rosinante Law in Sanji. His username is NKWWU, so shout out to you. Because honestly, spoiler alert, this tech is insane. I love this card. And I don't think I would have thought of it myself. At least not in the upcoming future. I don't want to spoil too much. I think the gameplay is going to show for itself. And I'm going to talk over specific thoughts at the end of the video. But first I want to show you what putting this Rosinante Law has allowed me to do. Just as a quick reference, this is the list I used to play beforehand. And essentially what I could do by adding 3 Rosinantes and Laws is take out these puddings, take out these Josus, take out one Otama to add another Usohachi, because the Otamas become less needed if they aren't needed as a bounce target for Josu. And then let's go back to the other list. The other thing it has allowed me to do is put this pudding back up to 3 and play a Divine Departure. And this Divine Departure also has been a really good addition to the deck. Especially because now, without the Josu and the 1-cost puddings, we actually don't have that many 1Ks in the deck anymore. Like, actually the only 1Ks we have is this pudding. Which means that we are slightly lacking more in counter power, but this Divine Departure makes up for it. Anyways, I really think today's video is a good one. I'm in love with this tech. I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and if you do, please consider liking and subscribing, as it helps me out a lot and it's completely free. Thank you. Sanji against Yellow Luffy. They chose second, of course. This hand, I think, is good enough to keep. We have double searchers. We have a Sanji already ready. So if you wouldn't find buff burst here, then we could have played Sanji into a different type of search. But in this case, we can play Sanji into buff burst, but we're not actually going to swing at them because they have 2 done up, which is like if we swing here and they have Dragon Flame whatever event to rearrange their life, it's just too bad. And this means that we'll have to play the game with a Don deficit, but I think it's worth it to not swing into it immediately. They still have 2 done up, which makes me really feel like they have the event. And I still don't want to swing into it. So I think I'm just going to search, but I'm not going to use leader ability this turn. I think I'm actually going to grab double teardrops just to search with them. I'll take a giant here because I don't want to drop it. And this Rosy Law would be really nice to have right now, but I will search another time, and I'll grab a Stealth Black for the turn after. They go 6. I will 2k this. They only have a Sanji. So they're playing in a way to really try and abuse this event. And I think this is the moment where we can't really... I mean, we could still not swing. If they're playing off curve every turn. I think this happens either way. And then I think I'll just bottom deck here. And I think I'm still not swinging. It's really weird, but I think it's okay. This is the last time I can afford to do this though. Okay, they play their Kuma. I guess this is making it worse. Let's swing 5. Finally rearrange their life. Now I have 7 life to rearrange. It's really weird. Like, I don't want to swing into them, but if they keep playing like this, then it's not like we have a choice. But at least it means that we can set ourselves up a bit better. And it's not like we've lost a life yet. So they've clearly been playing like at a disadvantage themselves. I think I'll grab this Sanji, and then I'm just gonna swing a 7 here. Do I want to swing again? I think I do. think I now slowly need to put up pressure. Okay, they give me double 2k. I'll take the first one. I think I have to take this one too. Then I'll event this one, and it's probably just gonna be a Bonnie now. Yep. They are going into the Sanji. I honestly think I can let that go. Then on my turn, I will play... Could play Rosinante Law. Start with a search. Red Rock is not bad. I think I want to play that. And I'm definitely going to play Stealth Black to grab my blocker back. And then I'll go 6 here. Counters. I'll go 8. I think I should swing into the Kuma too. Yeah, I'll swing into the Kuma. I'm gonna have to chew through a lot of life, but it is what it is. Let's see if they have another Bonnie. They do. And I'll block this. And I'll probably giant this one. We are in a pretty bad position overall. I don't really want to red rock this because I want to develop stuff, but maybe we have to. We can grab another giant. We can also grab a 2k. I think a 2k is actually kind of better. I want to find a brushhead blow, but clearly the game is not allowing me to. I think I want to keep digging for it though. I'm not finding it. I'm just not finding it. Oh, really unfortunate. Let's grab a Sanji then. I will play Stealth Black here. And then I guess I'll swing 12. I think I'll just swing 10 here, because if he gives this, then maybe this last card in hand is an event. An unblockable event, but if he doesn't give it, then it could be something else. And then I'm passing. And seeing if he wants to use leader ability, use the unblockable event. I'm gonna block here, because if this is another 9-cost Bonnie, then that's fine. And he could put everything underneath Lilith, but I think that's okay as well. And this. Okay. We can play Rosinante Law, draw a card, and play Buff Burst. Could play another 3-cost Sanji. I think I'm playing Rosinante Law just to have another blocker, but if I do it, I'm not getting the Don back. Maybe it's another 3-cost Sanji. And it's like, both is kind of tricky. I think it's Rosinante. I don't know. It's kind of, both are kind of fine. And then I will go 5 at lead. Okay, there's a Kiku trigger. I think I'm just going 2 10s then. And I will play a Pudding. Could also play another Sanji. If I play another Sanji, I'm basically blocking this hit. I have enough to defend just the 14, so I think I'm playing another Sanji and... Oh wait, I have one Don too little. I thought I had another 2 Don, but I think it's still okay. The 14, I can still defend the 14. I thought I had 2 Don up if I played a Sanji, but it's whatever. It's giant. Here, give a 2k, 2k, 2k. And then, what do I start with? Do I start with a 9 from Rosie? I think I do. Need to keep this buff burst to potentially bounce a Robin. That could be in life. I mean, he stacked his life after all. Should I swing another 9 here? I think so. I think I should swing another 9. Okay, plus 2k. Then let's go 11. 0 cost plus double 1k. Then I'll go another 10. Seeing as he only gave me 1k. And there's the Robin. I'll bounce it with buff burst. And I'm stacking on Sanji. And my lord, did he make this game difficult for me. But we got there. We had to chew through so much life while being in at 0 life and in a position where we can counter out of any swings, like any unblockable swing he could be throwing at us. But I think this is a pretty good game to showcase that even if you don't get your curve, the preferred curve against Yellow Luffy, you can still very much win this matchup. And I think this matchup is very favored for Sanji. GG's. Sanji vs Imu. Let's see if Rosie makes a difference in this matchup. We of course will take second. We have a Rosie in hand and double search, so I think I'll keep. Just need to find Sanji's. That's priority number 1. But I imagine that having a Rosie here to get some free blocks and also just to have another big body that is not removable by mass is quite nice. I think I'll take this event to buff, and then I'll search again, hopefully for a buff burst. Still no, but I'll take this event again, and then I'll pass. I think we always take the first hit. He grabs a search event. He has 2 masters in trash, and he ditches a Noshjuro, which is, I think, not correct in this matchup because it's the best card for Imu to have. Do I grab a Sanji or do I grab a search? I think I'll grab a Sanji, and then I'll play 1 and I'll use search event, and I'll grab more search and swing 5. With these Sanjis, we don't really want to swing until there are 7s, unless we can find a window where it's good to pressure. I think I'm countering. I really don't want to counter with like Usohachi though. So maybe I'm just taking this one too. Because I want to keep Usohachi for the late game, but we won 2 now, so maybe I could have afforded to counter. Especially because it makes us be out of range of being able to use buff burst. Let's see. I was honestly kind of thinking we would see another Sanji, and therefore I wanted to use this with leader ability and then play him out. We can now potentially play him out with Stealth Black if you wanted to. We have to grab him either way. And I think I will play him out with Stealth Black. It's inefficient, but it has to do. I'll swing 6. Keep it on up and pass. We have to be a bit careful about our life. I think taking that second life was bad. We definitely misplayed there. Grabs a Jupiter. He plays it out. I think now I have to counter with Usohachi. Does he swing with Saturn though? He does. I think I have to take. We definitely need to swing into Saturn now. So I think I'll start with a 7 here. I will then use leader ability to draw 2. I know I would have buffed my Sanjis, but at least this way we can get to use the Don. And then I'll swing 5 at lead and 2 7s. Gets a 2k back. He has an event for the second 7 and then I'll pass. He isn't on his Elder's turn yet. So we're still in a fine position, I think. If we can establish another Rosie next turn, I think we're good. We have some events that we can trash with Giant, like Culverin. He has 2 Nostros in trash already, which is also positive. 1 Elder, 2 Garb events, and 1 each of Never Existed and Ground Death. He starts with a 9. I think that's just a block 2k. And then another 9. I'll definitely Giant here. On Culverin and hoping I'm draw. Ah man, I don't want to use this Usagi. So I think I'll Concasse here. As annoying as it is. Play Rosie. I'll use leader ability on buff burst. Draw 2. How far away are we buffing the Sanjis? Just 1. So let's do that. Can grab another buff burst, but we can also grab a search event. And then I'll go... I think I still need to try and clear this Jupiter. So I'm gonna swing at him. And then we'll swing 2 into life. Tempted to go 9 now. I think I will. Just to take the life. Then he's much more in range of Usohachi lethal. Starts with a Shalria. Does he not have a 10 drop? No, he must have. Just ditched another one. Okay, so three 10 drops are gone. So you can maximum have 1 more in hand or in deck or in life, I guess. He grabs another Garcia. How many Giants have we used? Just 1. Okay, that's good. And 2 Concasses, and we have 1 more teardrops in trash. I mean in deck or in life. His swing here because of this Rosie like really weird, because if he swings just 7 Rosie blocks, and even if he swings like anything lower, then yeah, okay, that's just, it would be Rosie block, but obviously he reduced it now. So his plan is to go into my life, and my life is a lot easier to defend than anything else. Here I'll block and I'll Giant. Oh, I don't have Giant. I'm stupid. But I thought I still had a Giant. I could just let it go. That doesn't sound right though, I have to say. I might have blundered here. Could have just taken that life potentially. Not actually, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Because we can just refill it like quite freely with, like, not obviously with Rosie Law, but we can put a Sanji there. And now, how many in trash do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depending on what this Teardrops event finds. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more events. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that did not help, sadly. Let's do that. We could grab another Giant. We could grab a 2k. I think it might be another Giant. And then I'll hard play this and use Concasse. And then I'll go 7 into Nuss still. Because I can play another turn. He only has one more Elder to use. I mean, I'm definitely swinging with Rosinante Law. He takes. Okay. I'll go 5 and I'll just leave my Don up. Now I'm gonna have to try to stay above 8 Don. Is the only problem. I could early block 2k here and make him like invest a lot more. I think I'll do that. I'll just immediately block 2k. I'm not dying with 3 giants in hand, like ever. I can use one more giant to not fall below 8 Don. He places 5 elders. Let's see how he swings. If he swings into the Sanji, I might let it go because I want to play Usohachi over it kind of anyways to rest the Walkery. If he swings into my life, I'll definitely take. How many are we away to buff the Sanjis again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3. So using a giant here is definitely beneficial. Yeah, I'm taking this and I'm also using this now. This swing will giant plus 2Ks. Then on my turn I'm starting with a 6 Sanji swing, which is he like has to block essentially, but he doesn't want to. He's thinking on this 9 for a while. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. Now my Sanjis are buffed again. And I'm pretty sure we can go for game. Let's see what he has in trash. He has a bunch of events in hand. Essentially. So let's start with a 6. Then play Usohachi to rest Walkery. And then what's the best numbers we can do? Just 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. Maybe 7. 10. 7 could have another. Okay, let's see. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4 underneath Sanji, it's event, 2k. And then he needs another 1k. If I go 7, it's event, and then 1, 2, it's event. So I think the best I can do is this. Yeah, GG's. We got there. I feel like this Rosie Law is like huge in this matchup. It made it so much more awkward for him to play. I felt so much more in control than I usually do. Despite like even going second, I don't feel like this matchup is like always winning or anything. Sanji against Mihawk, he chose first. We have an alright hand. We have double search, we have Sanji. Double Sanji actually. So I don't think we need another one. Let's grab Buff Burst. Play Search Event, grab Red Rock. And pass. Doesn't mean we'll have to take a damage here, which I tend to not like doing against Mihawk if it's avoidable, but I think grabbing a Red Rock is more important. Then let's play the Sanji. Use leader ability to play buff burst. Go 5 at lead. I think I'm just cycling here because we don't have anything else to use. And we have two 2Ks in hand, so we can counter this one. And I want to counter it with Sanji, the 2K here, because I want to play it out with Stealth Black the turn after. He just plays Bonnie, which is a pretty weak turn. I can't grab Grav Blade. I can grab this though. We'll play a Sanji. I'll search with this in the hope I can find a Rosie. I do not find a Rosie. But that's alright. Then use Stealth Black. And I'll just go 6/6 at lead. I think so. Maybe just 1/6. Maybe I'm not swinging with the Sanji yet. Yeah, I don't think I'm swinging with the Sanji. I can wait. There's a Shanks. Obviously now he can rest the Sanji, but at least he has to invest something into it. 7. Okay, he's just going to life. Then I'll take it. And now I could potentially find a Brushhead Blow or something, but I can also simply play Red Rock. I think this search doesn't do any harm. I'll grab a Conk Assay here just so that I don't necessarily need to use Giant. I'll cycle. Here's a Divine Departure, which is very nice for us. And then I'm swinging with everything I have, and I'm leaving 1 Don up. And pass. And now I just want to avoid taking damage. This Shanks is like the least problematic one, I guess. We can get this Sanji back next turn with Stealth Black. So I'm not that fussed. I will play this. Is this a Rosinante turn? I can play Sanji, Stealth Black. I think it is. I'll use Stealth Black here to play the blocker Sanji out. I will then use Rosie to get the card draw. And then I'll swing 5 into the Kill and Killer, see if he wants to give it. And then I'll play the 3-cost Sanji out after I swung 7 twice, and then I can still leave a Don up. That felt like a pretty strong turn with Rosie. Like, we established these 3 bodies in 1 turn. It's pretty nuts, to be honest. I can block the Shanks hit with the 6-cost Sanji, or I could even potentially Giant it if I wanted to. How many events do we have in trash? We only have events, so it's 13 right now. So if we Giant a Culverin, then this becomes... and these all become 8. 9, huh? So this could be 11. I could block Giant. And then it's 11 into 8, which I could potentially defend. I can also just let this go through and then block 1. I think I'm Gianting. And then do I defend this with Divine Departure? If I do, it's like I'm pretty all in on what I like, just having to go for game essentially. If I let this go, I can play like a Rosie Law the turn after. I think I'll defend. And then I'll use my turn just to... Okay, that is like very unfortunate. Search again. Grab this event. Now my Sanjis are buffed. Swing a 10. He takes. Swing another 10. He blocks. I mean, I think this 5. This is always a 5. It's just how much Don do I want to use here? Because I'm scared of DMG. So I think I'm just swinging another 10. If he has double DMG, then he can rest 2 Don, block a Don, and then another 2 Don, and then I still have 2 Don up. So I think this is just another 10. It's an easy plus 4k counter for him, but I believe I can just chill a turn and hopefully go for it the turn after. If he has like a Law and Beppo, freeze one of these, and then has the supernova event that stuns the other 2, it could be annoying. He finds a 2k of 1 Bonnie. Okay, he's just searching for 2ks. Is that enough to let him live? There's an all out. That's what I mean with the freeze event. I think I'm taking this one, not triggering it. Do I block? Nah, I'm just using Giant. And this. Okay, GG's. Yeah, it was not enough. If he freezes, like, I'm still just all-inning him because he doesn't have any Don up. Nice. We got there. I felt like the Rosie was pretty helpful in this matchup. Sanji against Imu. Let's take second. And I think this hand is not quite good enough, so I'll mulligan. More searches is better. Grabs a Valkyrie and ditches it immediately. 2 Valkyries in trash. Alright. Let's search. We find Buff Burst. This Usohachi might matter later on in the game, so let's put it up. And then here I'll grab the Sanji and pass. He goes 7, which I'll have to take. And then I'll play Sanji, I'll use Buff Burst. And I'll go 5 at lead, and then I'm gonna search. But what do I search with? I think I'll search with this, and I'll grab a Giant. 3 Giants in hand already, maybe that's overkill. No counter in hand is like really annoying. I do not tend to want to go down to 2 that often against Imu. He's cycling out a Nostra, which I'm always curious to see when Emus play against me, because it's like the best card in their deck. We'll have to take this. God, I wish I could pair up this Rosie, but I can't. And then I'll order them like that. Just plays another Valkyrie. Alright. I think this is double Sanji turn. Use leader ability to play teardrops. Grab. Another 2k or another Sanji. Another 2k or another Buff Burst. I think it's a 2k. Then I'll go 5 at lead. And he gives me another Nostra. I don't know why he's not prioritizing them. I certainly would if I was him. Searches. Maybe he just like doesn't have that good of a hand and he just desperately needs to search. Grabs a 2k, cycles it as well. He's always cycling the thing he's searching, so it's difficult to keep track of his hand. Wow, do I take this as well? I actually think I do. I don't want to give double 2ks out of hand. Okay, there's a Rosie Law. That's pretty cool. So let's start with this. You can only grab a Grav Blade, so there goes 1 Usohachi. I will then... I mean, I have to use leader ability on Konkase here, because if I don't draw anything else that I can leader ability with, it's pretty bad. And then I'll swing 5, 7, 7, 7. Okay, can grab a 2k back, which is nice. Another 7, another 7, another 7. And then do I keep 2 Don up? Or do I search again? I think I'll keep 2 Don up. I'm not in a hurry. Just don't want to like lose a Sanji here or go down to 0. Which I think I could prevent from with only 1 Don up as well, but better safe. Does he have all his guys in the trash yet? Yeah, he does. I mean, he doesn't because he still has a Saturn on board, but that's fine. He shouldn't be using this ability, but maybe he does. If I can counter with like a bunch of cards in hand here, I will. I think I'm taking the easy block here. And then I'll give him a 2k. Just leaves a bunch of Don up. Alright. Then let's search. Grab another Sanji. There are the stealth blacks again. Let's play the Sanji. And I guess I'm just swinging him. But with how much? And do I get rid of the Saturn? I feel like I don't at the moment. But I also could try. Let's keep going face. See if he wants to block at any point. I think I'll just keep going face. Could have been a 9. Okay, he blocks that one now. If I swing into the Saturn, it essentially means he has 1 less draw. Then going another 7 or 8 might be good at face. I think I'll just go 8 at face. Okay, he has another +4 event. He's used 3 of them. And 2 losing my edge. I should have made, I think, one of these Sanji swings a 7. An 8, but it's alright. Giving 1k here. How far away are my Sanjis to buffing? So quite a bit. Using a giant on a dead event. Then here comes the 10 drop. He grabs a 2k. Where and how much is he gonna swing with Nostro? 10 there. That's okay. This and a 1k. Then let's go a bunch of 9s. Is that the way to go? I think this is always a 7. So I think I can start with that. And then just do buff burst and re-evaluate. Oh, that was dumb. What did I just do? I did not have enough, like, I didn't have the cards in trash. I think it's still okay. Let's go 8 lead. Let's go another 8 lead. Oh, he's just taking. Okay, then let's search. And I'm gonna grab an Usohachi now. And then I'll go another 8 lead. Another 8 lead. If 8s are working, I'll keep going 8s. And then, I mean, I feel like he's setting up like to try and go for lethal, so... But do I die if I swing here? I don't actually think I do. So let's go 9. And pass. I have so much counter in hand. Let's give him a +4. Let's give him a giant. Just to see what else we have to work with. Give another +4. And then I think I can take this Imu swing, because if that's like a Nostro, then he can go 14. Which is +4, plus, yeah, we have 14. So whatever this Imu swing is, I can just take. Yep, I'll take that. No need to be worried. And then Nostro, and we're still fine. We're more than fine. GG's. He still had Elders, but he decided not to play for another turn, which makes sense because he didn't have events in hand. This Rosie makes this matchup so much more bearable. I mean, I don't know, it didn't really feel like it had that much impact this turn, but just the stat line is like so good. Sanji against Mihawk, he chose first. We don't have a great hand, so I'm mulligan this. San is slightly better. I think I can like play an early pudding, which is nice. It has like a 50-50 chance to come up against Mihawk. I could take this block immediately, but I think I should take. And then we are hoping to find a 3-cost Sanji, which we haven't here. But I think I'm grabbing Rosinante Law. Then play Buff Burst to draw 2. Still, sadly, no Sanji. Then let's search again. We could grab another Buff Burst for the turn after, but I also want to keep searching this turn. So I guess it's just this, and then I'll search more. I hate the search so much, but I have to grab Red Rock. And then I'm swinging 5 at lead, and I'm probably just playing Otama to cycle some more. We have Divine Departure in hand to potentially deal with his big bodies. Same goes for Red Rock. Next time we could play the Rosinante Law. We won't get the draw of it, but I think that's still okay. I can play double Stealth Black next turn, but I don't think I need 3 Stealth Blacks. So I'm ditching this and pass. Pudding is active now. I will counter the 2k here. And yeah, I think I'm playing double Stealth Black this turn. Stealth Black, Buff Burst, swing. Then next turn we can play Brochette Blow and Rosie. Or Divine Departure and Brochette Blow if he plays like this Shanks down. You could Divine Departure the Shanks and Brochette Blow the Tashigi afterwards. That could be pretty nice. But he doesn't have a Shanks. He plays Kitten Killer to grab a blocker killer, so with him showing this, there's a pretty high chance that he plays 8-cost Kid in this deck. So I most likely want to keep the Divine Departure for that. Obviously Red Rock helps too if they don't have a Tashigi on the board. And here Usohachi could come up in this matchup, and I don't think I need 2 Rosinante Laws. So I think I can afford to ditch 1. I could also take the life. No, I'm gonna take the life from the Tashigi, obviously, because that still swings. Okay. We don't have a 1-cost to search with. I think I want to... Maybe I'll just start with Otama into Bonnie. See what he does. He could free block. Okay, now I'm using the Don here for Brochette Blow. And then I'll probably play Rosinante Law. And then I'll swing 6 at the Tashigi. We most likely aren't going to be able to remove this, but that's not really the point. We just want to tax the hand. And if we can remove it, great. But with a blocker up, a Don up, I don't think we can get there. He used 1 Don on a 6, which means we're just gonna continue taxing on 6s. And he blocks here. I think I'm just swinging 7 now. Okay, uses Kill and Killer and then uses the Don. That's fair. Maybe I should have just swung 6 considering that we saw him use Event already on the 6 swing. But I wanted him not to give us like a double 1k. Shanks can't rest Rosy Law, which is like amazing. It can rest this blocker. But if he swings like just a 5 into it, I'm free blocking that all day long. Then if you want to swing 8 into it, be my guest. And then my turn is an easy red rock here. And then how do I want to swing into this Tashigi? Just like 8s? Or do I want to swing 9s considering what happened last turn? I do kind of want to play another Sanji down though, but maybe getting rid of this Tashigi is enough. So let's swing an 8. I think I'm swinging 3 8s here into the Tashigi and see how much he wants to protect. He doesn't want to protect. In that case, I can easily play the Sanji. And I will use leader ability to cycle with Concasse. And I think I'm clearing the Perona as well. But I'm just swinging 7. Because then he doesn't have anything on the board right now to rest apart from the body that he plays down. And if he plays the body down, then it's just a Divine Departure. Okay, he found a boat though. But he now needs to decide on whether... I mean, never mind, he has leader ability, so he doesn't need to decide on where to put Don. But this isn't great. I'm just free blocking this hit. And honestly, I'm pretty sure just playing Divine Departure here is the best. Do we need to play Divine Departure though? Like, we can just play like swing a bunch of 8s. Maybe we can find a Culverin. Amazing. We're the goats. I'm dropping this. Yeah, I'm playing Culverin here. How far away are we from these Sanjis leveling up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're still a bit away. Then let's swing 8s. 8s have worked so well for us up until now. Yeah, I didn't think you'd want to protect that long. I'll just go 7-7 pass with a bunch of Don up. And this is... I think this Rosy Law is like really good for this matchup. Like, it's been helping so much, I feel like. Just having this blocker down. Like, Josie is like 50-50 in this matchup in terms of helpfulness. Because it doesn't do anything against like Tashigi and stuff. Let's search. Let's just grab a red rock. Extend the game because we can. And GG's. This Rosie's doing work in the New York matchup. And this was going second as well. I'm getting more and more convinced by this card. Sanji against Luffy chose second. And this could be keepable, but I think I'll mulligan. This is better. We'll grab... I guess I'll grab another search event. And pass. He plays a Lilith, so he doesn't have Dragon Claw, whatever the hell up. And he's playing a Thriller Bark package. Which is terrible. But he can do whatever he wants. Let's grab another search event, I guess. Just spend the entire turn searching and drawing cards. We could grab another Culverin. I think another Culverin is good. And then I'll grab a 2k. And swing 5. And he pitches a Hogback. He goes 5 at me, which I'll take. And then he plays a Hogback. I'll play a Sanji. I'll use Culverin to bottom deck the Hogback. I'll go 5 at lead. And then I'll play Otama most likely. He gets a Jinbei trigger. I think I can ditch one stealth black here, and then I'll pass. He plays a Robin, I'll 2k. And I'll counter again. And we are definitely playing Sanji stealth black, get the 2k back. But let's see what else we'll do. This could be a good spot to grab our red rock, which I think I will. And then I'll go 7 at lead, at the Jinbei, and then I'll go 5 at lead. See if he wants to take this to potentially trigger out Hogback. He does not. I'll pass. He goes 5, which I'll just free block. And then the 6, I'll probably concasse. And then the Moria, he's probably just gonna heal or play something out. I guess it depends. He doesn't play Moria? Okay. Don't know why he wouldn't. I know he has one in hand. Just plays another Kumo. Fair enough. I mean, I guess it's because he just saw me get red rock, but whether that's worth to not play the Kuma, I'm not sure. Let's start. I think I want to red rock this turn on the Kuma anyways. So let's start with a 6 at Robin. Then let's go 5 at lead. He triggered. Let's go 7 at lead. Triggers that out, and I mean, I could Rosie Law here as well. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll Culverin this, I'll play Rosie Law, get a card draw, and could still swing. It's risky though. If I swing and he has... I think I can't swing. If I swing and he has, like, he triggers something out and he has... maybe even another, like a 9-cost Bonnie or something. I'm pretty sure I just lose. Let's take these blocks while we can. Counter this. And then if he wants to play Bonnie, he can choose whether he wants to go into my life or into my board. Goes into my life. Alright. Then I'll go... I'll definitely red rock this. I'll draw 2 with buff burst. We have like all the giants in the world. So let's go 5 at Jinbei. Do I need to get rid of the Kuma? Don't think I do. Okay. Triggers that out. I think I can still just go at phase as long as I keep these 2 blockers up. I'll block that, and then the 7 I'll block with Rosie Law because he has an unblockable in hand. I know that. So whether I block here or not doesn't really matter. Yep. Then I'll giant 1. I'll giant another, and I'll concasse 1. And then we'll try to go for game, but he has Peronas in the trash, which is like the annoying bit. We could go 9-9. It's probably the best way to swing here. Just 9s at first. See if he triggers. Okay, he doesn't trigger anything with Fuller Bark, which is good. Okay, that event doesn't matter. He has a 2k in hand, I know that, and I assume he has... Okay, now I can go 7, because he has 1 brick in hand with the event. And it's GG's. Alright, let's go with some final thoughts. If you haven't noticed it by me talking, and just from the intro and everything, I think this card is so good in the deck. It does hurt me to take out Jozu, but honestly, what this card does is kind of like what 4-cost Reiju used to do, but it's better than Reiju because it draws you a card, it ramps you. Obviously, you can't play it as early, but it also, Rosinante Law can't be removed by Mars from Imu, which is like the big deal. Now, in comparison to Reiju, which can't be removed by Jozu. Rosinante and Law can be removed by Jozu, but the ace matchup is so good already that we don't need more advantage in that matchup. As long as we can just get our Sanjis down, get our Red Rocks into hand, that matchup is winning anyways. I've played a few on the sim since I've swapped the list around, but I didn't include them in today's video because that is now a matchup where I'm not using Rosinante and Law at all, or only rarely, because it is just a Jozu victim. And in today's video, I just wanted to show games where Rosie and Law comes up, and it comes up a lot. Then there's Divine Departure. I mean, specifically in the Mihawk matchup, this card is insane. It essentially acts like a third Red Rock, and I've always wanted to add in a third Red Rock. I just never knew where. Like, the only places where I could see adding one is by either taking out one Wedding or taking out a Culverin, but I like both of these cards. I know a lot of people aren't that high on Let's Crash This Wedding, and they go down to 3, or I've seen even somebody cut the card completely. But I feel like then you change the philosophy of this deck so much that it's no longer a loop deck, but it's a deck where you just cycle through your deck like once or once and a half rather than over and over again. And me personally, I prefer how far this card can dig and how much consistency it adds in the early game as well as the late game. Additionally, with this build specifically, with Rosie and Law, you want to have a 1-cost search event in hand on the turn where you play him, because you want to rest the Don so that you can use leader ability to minus a Don so Rosie and Law becomes active, and then you get the Don back. So having 1-cost searches is very important. It also means that I could potentially add one more of these teardrops now, but I'm still in a love-hate relationship with this card. When it mills me Giants and Concassés or Red Rocks, I just hate the card, but if it helps me buff my Sanjis, I love the card. The fact that we could add a second Usohachi as well feels really nice now. This Usohachi could also be a terracotta if you really want to, because it essentially does a similar thing. I just think Usohachi is more versatile. It's searchable of Let's Crash This Wedding. So I personally prefer it over terracotta. The 8 Don restriction is sometimes annoying because you have to be careful how much you giant so that you stay on 8 Don. Or at least on 7 Don, so that you can swing with leader and then play Usohachi. But that is something I think you can easily play around. Or maybe not easily, but you can adjust to. But yeah, this Rosie and Law, I think it's insane in the Imu matchup. I think it's insane in the Mihawk matchup. It's whatever in the yellow Luffy matchup. Honestly, I think in the yellow Luffy matchup, maybe Jozu is better. But just the 8k blocker stat line is so nuts. To the guy who told me to try this, man, I love you. This is me, bro. Literally me. But anyways, I think the video showcased quite well what these tech cards can do. So all that's left for me to do is wish you a good rest of your day.